Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Joyful Yarnivores. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creation, and this beautiful woman that we all are apologizing to, especially me for running over, is Trish with the Purple Yarnivore.
Hi.
So welcome in. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. It feels kind of weird because I see some of you are just here with me. So glad you're back. Thank you for coming back. We've got Sue, we know her as Mama Sue with us, and Miss Ronell and Margie and Lori and Pam and Miss Shirley. She says, I made it, but we'll be running to the store and we'll be back. Well, just be careful, Miss Shirley. What's that?
I said, I hope so.
Yes. All right. So, Trish, what is in your cup tonight?
Well, I'm drinking coffee as usual. Yeah, I've been drinking coffee all day long, and just crocheting. A pretty uneventful day, you know.
Hey, those are the best days. Well, I am drinking ginger peach turmeric from it's a Bigelow tea. I love my teas.
That's one of the teas I intend to send you, actually.
I'm so excited. So what is on your hook tonight?
Well, I am currently working on a shawl.
Here,
it's got ridges and granny stitches and chain stitches and all kinds of stuff. So that's what I am working on. I finished some small projects. I finished Peaches is wearing my Pure Innocent shawl. Like, I don't know if you can see her, but my Pure Innocent shawl. And by the way, can I just say, Margie Gibbs, if you are in the room, I got a happy mail from Margie Gibbs. She sent me, some stitch markers. Aren't they pretty and sparkly? And it's got a kitty because I have two of them. But I'm using it as a shawl pan right now. Thank you, Margie. Thank you so much. Just gonna put that back on my Pure Innocent shawl.
I was sharing with them last hour. She had sent me some too, and I was complimenting her on the thought she put into them because this is what mine look like. And on each side of the charms, there's one that has a sunshine, and on the other side of it, there's the word joy. And then there's a cross, and on the other side is the word believe. And then on one is a butterfly, and on the other side is the word hope. And yes, I love that little pin that she puts them on. That is just adorable.
I love it too. It's beautiful.
Sharing with them my Pure Innocent shawl as well. That is a bag a day.
Yes.
Pattern. And then Trish, you haven't seen these. I showed these last hour. I got a couple more dresses done.
Oh!
So here's one kind of in a blue. Oh, hang on. Let me do this real quick.
Go solo. That is cute.
And then this one has garnet on the bottom. And this one it's a long sleeve, but still, I love it.
It is super adorable.
And then here's one with blue and orange on the bottom with a gray shirt. And then I have another one in the white shirt with that blue and orange.
That is awesome.
And then this one has kind of like a black sparkly. But
You have like,
ahead.
that is like just the most amazing idea that you came up with. Like, that's an awesome way to use up your sachet yarn.
Yes, because I have a lot. Way
I
more
used
than
to
I need.
have a lot, and I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to use this. I got rid of it.
So I am going to be doing a tutorial on that. And there will be a giveaway of some sachet yarn to somebody. So y'all definitely want to watch that tutorial. And then I also did this towel topper. Not anything fancy, but just a pink one with a little pink flower button. So that's what was on my hook this week. And oh my gosh, I was just so happy to have all that done.
You got a lot done.
I did, but I'm going to tell you Tuesday, because I'm not doing, my morning joy blogs as uploads anymore. I'm trying to get us back together here. There we go. It's saving me a lot of time in the studio. So Tuesday, I got to do a lot of crocheting. So
that's awesome.
But anyway, let's see here what everyone is saying really quick.
I want to say something really quick to one of the subscribers, Mama Susu. I sent you an email, so I hope you got it. I had a question for you, so send me an email back when you get a chance.
Yeah, they've had a recent death in the family, so I'm sure she's got her hands full at the moment. So
Mama Susu did?
Yes. Yes. And she asked for prayer for her niece because it was her niece's father.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Love the way everyone is welcoming each other in. You guys don't ever stop doing that. That is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I love that about you. Shirley says, is that a bag of day shawl? Looks like the one I did with her. Very well could be, Shirley. It is a bag a day. Pure Innocence shawl is hers.
This one is.
And this one is.
This one I used the Hobie butterfly yarn. And cool. It's the color number 5.
And on mine, I used the Caron Simply Soft in the cream.
And yours is beautiful.
Hello, Christine. Welcome back. Thank you. She says the dresses are cute. Shirley says, I am talking about the one Trish is making.
Oh,
no, you're actually designing that one.
It's not a Pure Innocent shawl.
You're actually designing that one, aren't you?
I am.
And look at you sitting in front of your yarn wall.
I am. I did some creative cleaning and here I am.
Margie says tomorrow is Border Patrol's 98th birthday, and part of that celebration, they have the senior and junior civilian employee and senior and junior agent cut the cake. I'm the senior civilian employee. Woo, woo, Margie, congratulations. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. You guys, my boss got a recognition yesterday. He found out he is #1 in the Southeast region for financial advisors for their company. So I was like, oh my gosh, he does work hard though.
That's awesome.
Racine, you're so precious. She says, Cynthia Raid. Joyful Raid says VJ. I love it, ladies.
Love it.
Mama Susu said she'll look for your email, Trish.
Okay.
Hello, sweet Connie. She is here. Says, how are y'all doing today? Y'all are amazing. So are you.
Hi, Connie.
And you guys have got to go check out Connie's candy cane beanie. I'm telling you what, she is talented.
Oh, did you ever get your video fixed for that live?
She did. She did. Yes.
Good.
Yes, yes. Christine wants to know what everyone else is working on as well.
Yes.
Hello, Aisha. How are you, sweets? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here with us. And you are just in time. So is everyone ready for our question of the night? Are you ready, Trish?
I think so. You come up with some good ones. So
I'm trying to find it so I can pop it up on the screen. Okay, here it is. Before I pop it up, I'm going to tell y'all, it took me a long time to figure out my answer. So that's why I'm going to get it up early so you can really be thinking about it. So I'm showing some fairness. Here we go. I'm going to take the other one off.
what is a common thing that you have never done? Ooh.
What is a common thing that you have never done? Something that people are always doing, but you've never done. I came up with some and then I was like, oh, wait, but yeah, I did do that. But I finally figured it out. And the only person who knows my answer is because I was trying to think about it when I received a phone call. And so I told her about the question, and she's the only one who knows my answer because it was in that phone call. I was like, I got it. And she's like, well, whatever it is, I'm glad. So Jen Reeves knows my answer. And in just a minute, I will share it, but I'm giving y'all a minute to think about yours.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to need more than a minute.
It took me a while.
Like maybe by the time, I'm trying to think of all those times when I was talking about something with somebody and they're like, you've never done that? kind of thing, you know? And it's like, what is, I don't know.
Well, after I thought of my answer, I thought of one more and I'll share it. But it's not as fun as my original answer. And it is smoking. I will be 53 this year and I've never even held a cigarette. Even though I have a family of smokers, I've never touched their cigarettes. So that's one. But I like my original answer better. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Some of y'all might come up with something a lot faster because you probably think better than I do. Oh, wow. Racine, that is definitely one I've never done either. She said skydiving. Oh, Pam, you know, I've never been snow skiing either. Oh my gosh. See, y'all are so much better than I.
I've never done any of those things either. I've never been to any of the Disney worlds.
I have been to Disney World. That was actually started to be one of my answers. And then I was like, wait a minute, you have been before. In fact, I'm going to tell you something really interesting. And Mama Susu said she's already emailed you back.
Oh, awesome.
I was 10 years old when I went to Disney World, and we lived in Florida. I'm originally from Florida. That's where I was born. But we were living in Columbia, South Carolina at the time that I went. And it was kind of like a family reunion type thing. And we went to Disney World. Guess who was also at Disney World the same time I was there? Of course, we didn't know each other then, and our paths had never crossed. Our paths didn't cross until high school. But we were in Disney World at the exact same time. My husband, Mr. Joyful. Except he was 9.
Oh, no, that's something I've never had, not something I've never done.
But isn't that cool though? But yeah, I couldn't use Disney World because I have been there. All right, so Pam says, I am working on last minute items for a craft event the first weekend in June. Yay, Pam. I've been carrying around a notebook all week, writing down things as they pop in my head. Smart girl, smart girl. I have one of those. In fact, Crochet Society, another plug for them, always my favorite box, but they gave this in one of their Crochet Society boxes. I think it was one of their early boxes, like before box number 10. I didn't start them until box 6 or 7. But anyway, it's a planner, and I'm always carrying this around with me. Smart girl.
Oh, I have an answer.
Okay, what's your answer? Hang on.
Even though I had lived in Arizona for 7 years, I'd never gone to the Grand Canyon.
What? I've never been there either. My son has, but
I've never gone.
You got to go.
And if you're an Arizonian, that's like unheard of. Like everyone's gone to the Grand Canyon.
Of course, he didn't get to stay as long as he wanted. That's when he had his motorcycle accident. But he is planning to go back. All right, let's see what else we got. Shirley says, "Oh, Christine, I'm putting you in on my prayer list. I missed something, so let me back up a minute. Oh, right here. Cynthia, I wanted to give you an update on my appointment I mentioned in your devotional live on Tuesday. Trish knows it, but surgery on my spine is inevitable. MRI is Saturday." Christine, yes, we are definitely praying for that. And I definitely know what you are facing. Might help if I get the right book. I'm organized, but I got too many books.
As far as things I've never had, so this is like a second answer, but it's not things I've never done. It's something I've never actually had. I've never actually had a root beer float.
What? Are you serious?
No. Whenever I had soda and ice cream, it was Pepsi, not root beer. So I've never in my life had a root beer float.
You need to have a root beer float. Oh my gosh. I cannot count on my hands and my feet or my husband's, all 20 of our toes. And well, that would be 40, wouldn't it? Yeah. 10, that's 40. I've
All
had
80
over
of your
40 root beer
opinions.
floats in my life. Oh my gosh, we have root beer floats a lot. You have to have a root beer float.
I guess I just never got around to it.
Wow. Christine, do you know what time your MRI is? And I'll set a timer on my phone and I will pray at that moment. MRIs are not fun either.
I've never had one. Thank God.
If you don't have to go all the way in, it's not so bad. But I'm very claustrophobic, and I literally had an anxiety attack, and I've never had an anxiety attack. I do tend to hyperventilate in big, large crowds, especially when they're very close to you, like at amusement parks. But I never actually had a full-fledged panic attack. And oh my gosh, I did the first time I had to go all the way into the MRI. But I will say this, Christine, for me, when it happened, they had me have my hands way above my head. So my arms were kind of like closing in around my face. But I found that if I actually did like this and went in that way, it was a lot better because then my face wasn't, like, but hopefully you don't have to go all the way in. But should you do, just that little bit of advice hopefully will be helpful. And for me, they actually changed the music to Christian music and they had it blaring, and that helped me a lot. And I kept my eyes closed. Racine is working on a crochet yellow and green baby blanket. Those are pretty colors. That's going to be a pretty baby blanket. And I love it that it's not gender specific either. All right. Christine says, a common thing that is done that I've never done is use Amtrak to travel. Laugh out loud.
I've never done that either. I don't know if I've even lived any place that had Amtrak.
I have to tell you, when I was working for the hotels and I had to fly into Las Vegas for a convention, in that one day, I rode on a plane. I rode on a bus. I rode on a train. And there was one other thing, rode in a subway. Oh, and a taxi. And out of all of those 5 modes of transportation, the one I absolutely will never do again if I can ever avoid is a taxi. That was the worst. That was the
Really?
worst. Yes, he drove fast and he was like zipping in and out. And then after that, on top of that, I know he scammed me. But anyway, it was a 10-minute taxi ride from the train station to the hotel, and it cost me $80. I just looked at that boy and I said, you better eat well tonight. But yep, I did 5 modes of transportation in one day.
Wow.
I was never so glad to be in that hotel. Christine says, my MRI is at 3 p.m. I had to be in an enclosed with a cage over my face for my neck when I got surgery for that. I kept my hands in prayer for with music in my ears. Yes, yes. So, Christine, 3 p.m. Are you Central Time?
She's Eastern. She's in New York.
So she's same time as me then. Okay. And that'll be on May 28th. All right. VJ is working on her Which Way filet blanket, which I'm going to go find and try to put a link. If any of you that are working on that have a link, if you can help me and send it to my email, I'm going to try and get it up on my community page as promised last hour to help out those that are looking for it. Ivy, hello, welcome in. She says, still working on the Jen Ivy Wild and Free top. That is on my to-do list. Ivy, I have to say, you did an amazing job on that top. That is gorgeous. And I'm going to want that in many multiple colors. So that's going to be a project that will be on my hook for quite some time. I'm excited.
Ivy do tutorials?
She is doing them on their Tuesday night lives. She started this past Tuesday. And the shawl, I don't know what you're calling that, but that, oh my gosh, is exquisite.
So she does them during a live. She doesn't make like a video tutorial.
Yep, she's doing it as a make-along in a live.
Oh.
It's a lot of fun. I was working on the Pure Innocent shawl, finishing up while I was listening.
Y'all, let me tell you something. Okay. I have not made, sorry about this, the dark light, it's the sun. I have not done much in the way of YouTube this week because I have gotten addicted. Now, I don't want to turn this into like a major discussion because I know I don't want people to argue, but I have been following the Depp Heard case from day one. Okay. And it has been getting quite exciting. Will you quit, son? Can't decide if it's gonna sun or not. It rained today. Okay, so like the last especially the last week of my life has been consumed by this Depp Heard case. And I've been watching a channel, Emily D. Baker, who is a lawyer. Okay, she used to be a district attorney and all of that. So she plays the unedited live stream from the courthouse. Okay, and she's live the entire time. And so she's like explaining everything that goes on in court, you know, why the attorneys do this, why the judge said that, you know, what the jurors' impression might be with, you know, because of this witness. It's like, I am just so I am just engrossed in the Heard case. So I'm sorry if I haven't made any videos this week. Tomorrow is closing statements. So I will probably be like nonstop watching that all day tomorrow. I've even been naughty and watching it at work, honestly, whenever I can. So count on some videos next week. But I just simply, if you don't watch Emily D. Baker, like go subscribe to her channel. She is, if curse words aren't like too bad for you, like she doesn't curse all the time, but she does say cursey words now and then. But she is so good, and I love her channel. So just a little, you know, plug for Emily D. Baker. But yeah, so just to let you know, I'll be making some videos next week. But this week, I can't stop. You know, it's just so crazy how I can't stop watching this trial. Anyway, just a little heads up, y'all.
So I'm going to impose a minute. I knew there was a couple things last hour that I kept wanting to share and I couldn't pull my thoughts together. How dare I forget that today we have a birthday that we've been celebrating all day. And I thank all of you that have gone over and wished Rissa Flores a happy birthday.
Excuse me. Happy birthday.
If you did not get a chance to leave her a little birthday message, if you will go look up my Cup to Hook live from last hour, and in that description box is a link, or you can just go to the video itself in the trying to think. Yes, there is a playlist. It should be in the playlist. You can just go to the Joy Friends birthday playlist on my channel and you should find it. It'll be the last one that posts. But anyway, and just wish her a happy birthday today. And then I did a shout out for a channel and completely forgot to mention it to y'all. It was Susan and Gino. She joined YouTube in May of 2013, and she put out her first video last October in 2021 on October the 28th. And she had 61 subs when we shouted out her channel. And, you know, I always like to go back and just see how a person's channel has grown, you know, hoping that my shout out has helped them out. And so I'm going to go over real quick and look. I heard from Susan. She was so ecstatic and so grateful for the shout out. And let's see. She now has 70. So she went from 61 to 70. So yay. Again, her link is in the description box of my Cup to Hook conversation video. But she likes to crochet, she likes to sew, and she likes all kinds of cutesy kinds of things. Who doesn't, right? So we are right in there with Susan. And Trish, I apologize that I was shouting that information out on our live. I just got so excited last hour and was explaining all the changes and whatnot that were happening on my channel. And we did a giveaway. That was a lot of fun. All right, so let's go back to our question. What is a common thing that you've never done? Let's see what some more people have responded. Christine does say, I'm not sure how this one is going to be, if I'll be partially out or not. I don't like MRIs or CAT scans. Me neither. They give me anxiety. She says she is in New York and Trish did a great accent.
I get to listen to Christine talk a lot, so, you know. I love Christine's accent.
Okay, let's see. Wanda says, hello, everyone. Finally found you. I didn't get the notification. Oh, wow. I usually always put them on my community page, Wanda. So all of my lives, except for the Morning Joy blogs, are on my community page. And I know Trish does the same thing for Joyful Yarnivores. She also puts an announcement on her community tab. So always go to our community tab and you can easily pull it up there. I missed a couple people, so I'm trying to back up. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let's see. Mama Susu says, I'm working on a feels like butter yarn blanket in pink. I love that yarn. Oh my gosh.
It's nice yarn.
Yes. Sunita says, yay, you're back with the bonus. I am. I'm back with the lovely Trish, y'all. She was in my basement waiting, bless her heart. Christine says she is working on a blanket called Victoria Shells. Oh, that sounds lovely. She says it's a mix of the virus pattern and V-stitch pattern. Those are two beautiful patterns by themselves. So that does sound exquisite.
Is that Jonna Martinez?
We'll have to see what she answers. Margie says, I'm going to start the coffee shop top from On the Hook Crochet this weekend. Love her. Jeannie's so sweet. She very talented. Mama Susu says, I've been watching the Depp case too. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Christine says, Trish, oh my gosh, so have I. It's the best drama series on TV at the moment. And Christine says, Mama Susu, it just sucks you in. Ha, ha, ha. Mara says, I've never rode a bicycle. My mom badly hurt herself riding and was against me learning. That is a nice little fact, Mare. How about that?
Wow.
I think so far that's my favorite answer so far. Wanda says, hello, everyone. Finally found you. Oh, I did read that a minute ago. Sorry about that. Mama Susu says, where are you watching at for the trial, Trish?
I watch Emily D. Baker because she's a lawyer. She's been practicing for like many years. She's not practicing right now. She's on YouTube and she does like all her like she does so many things, but she does a live stream where she what am I trying to say? She does a live stream and she does commentary. Okay. So she connects to the court feed. Okay. And so she's got the court trial streaming live, like nonstop, like no pauses or anything. The only time she takes a break is when jury takes a break. So like her videos, her live streams are like, 3, 4, 5 hours long, and then she breaks for lunch, and then court comes back, and then she's back on until court's done for the day. So, it's not like pre-recorded or anything, but she does such an amazing job of, answering questions and explaining the court lingo and why lawyers did this and why they didn't do that and why the judge said this, and just like explaining everything that's going on and giving her opinions, and well, this witness hurt this side, and that was a zesty cross, and like just so many things. I just love Emily Baker so much. Emily D. Baker. She's so good. She is so good. If you get a chance to watch her tomorrow, oh my goodness. Tomorrow is they've turned in all their evidence and everything. So tomorrow is the where they go. The words, Trish. It's where they give their closing statements. Yes. Both sides are going to give their closing statements, and I think each side has like 2 hours or something like that. But oh my God, I can't stop.
I want to welcome Miss Gloria in, Miss Glow's Crochet Creations. Welcome in, love. So glad you're here with us. And
Hello.
VJ, I love that you shared this. She said Allison Russell and Fiber Spider both have tutorials on the Which Way Fillet. So I will get those up on my community tab.
Fiber Spiders, I know Allison Russell. I'm subscribed to her, but I didn't know she did the Which Way Fillet. I always known it to be Fiber Spiders. So that's cool.
Oh, you are so welcome, Ivy. She's thanking me for shouting her and Jen out on my community tab for their live. Absolutely. Anytime that I can help a channel out to get some word out for something, let me know. I do not mind doing that.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, if you have a favorite small channel that does tutorials and you want them featured for a month, please email me the link. I will be happy to check it out. I'd like to feature smaller channels for my make along. So if you know of a smaller channel that has at least 2 crochet videos, tutorials, let me know and I will check them out.
I do want to bring something up about that towards the end of our show tonight, Trish, about the make along. Candy brought up a good point. She says her iPad does not work with the community tab. Mr. Joyful figured that out as well. Some phones, iPads, tablets, they do not get access to the community tabs. I don't know why that is, but some devices, they cannot see the community tabs.
Oh.
Yep. I've heard that from several people.
That's crazy.
Yep. Christine says, yes, Trish, it's Jonah. Am I saying that right? I love her patterns, especially when it comes to the virus pattern.
Jonna, Jonna. I know some people say Joanna, but it's Jonna.
Yeah, I would think there'd be an A in there for Joanna.
But I think that's what we just
Jonah. So Jonna. Ivy says she's never been on a cruise. If I can't see land, I will be in panic mode. I hear you, Ivy. Mr. Joyful and I are going on our very first cruise next spring with my crochet club. So
I've never been on a cruise either.
I haven't either. See,
I've been on
great answers.
Norfolk.
It took me forever to come up with mine. And my answer that I ended up coming up with, I've had a pedicure once. Wait a minute. Manicure is fingernails, right?
Yes.
Yes. I've had a manicure once, and that was my sister's wedding, but I've never had a pedicure. And that is something that Mr. Joyful and I have planned to do this summer. So
you know what? I've never had a pedicure either. but it's mostly because I can't stand anyone touching my feet. So that's intentional, but I've never had a pedicure.
Yeah. We plan on getting a back massage with a masseuse and a pedicure done. We definitely plan on trying to live a different summer this year than we did last year. So, let's see. Oh, thank you everyone for wishing. Oh, wait. Is today Aisha's birthday as well? Oh my gosh. Oh, somebody please let me know if today is her birthday. I will have to write her down in my book if it is. So next year I can make sure I have a video for her. Oh, thank you, Miss Gloria. She says, I'm always glad to be here.
We're always glad to have you here.
Gloria says she's never been on a cruise. Hello, sweet Christy. Welcome in. Margie says she's never been on a cruise and she's never drank beer. Wow. Good for you, Margie. I've sipped it before, so and maybe a little too much. I've had beer once in my life. That was when Mr. Joyful proposed to me. That's a story for another day.
When I was in my culinary classes in college, I had to take a wines and spirits class, and we had to do wine tasting, which included more than just wine. So yeah, I've tasted quite a few spirits.
So Trish, I believe it is Aisha's birthday today because she says, "Oh, thank you. That's sweet of you."
Happy birthday!
So let me stretch and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aisha. Don't leave me by myself, Trish. Happy birthday to you. Most people don't want to hear me sing.
I didn't know I was supposed to join in, but
seriously, happy birthday, Aisha. Ivy says, me either, Trish, but love the way that they massage my calves.
They could do my legs. I would let them do my legs.
I've just really never had anyone touch my feet, so I don't know. Although I did have a kindergartner one time when I was teaching kindergarten, and he wanted to be an entrepreneur when he grew up, but he was fascinated with my feet. And that whole school year, I had to quit wearing sandals. I could only wear closed-toed shoes or tennis shoes that were approved. Because if I wore anything with my feet open, he all the time was wanting to touch my feet. And I actually having to have a parent-teacher conference with his parents, and his dad was like, yeah, I'm a feet man too. And I'm like, yeah, well.
Don't enable it, dude.
So it's the only time I've ever had someone touch my feet. But yeah, it was awkward. VJ says, I've never wanted to be trapped on a ship with 3,000. And now with Robin's experience with the sea on a cruise ship, I really don't want to go. Got a point. You got a point. Oh my gosh. Yes, you have a point, VJ. Christy says, I love the cruise that I've been on. Oh, it's not her birthday.
Oh.
Maybe they got confused when I read out Oh, goodness gracious. Her name just left my head. Rissa Flores. Rissa Flores has a birthday today.
Well, happy birthday, Rissa.
Yes.
Happy birthday to everybody who has a birthday today.
So is there anyone else that would like to share what is a common thing that they have never done before? That's okay, VJ. It was fun. We got to be silly and bring the wand out. It got to have a little bit of action since there's no movie night tomorrow night. But just a shout out in case you're here and you weren't last hour. Starting next Friday, there's no movie night tomorrow night because of the holiday, the Memorial holiday. But starting next Friday, movie night will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully we're done by 9:30. Isn't that going to be amazing? So since Cup to Hook is now right before the Joyful Yarnivores, movie night has moved up. So Mr. Joyful is very, very happy about that. Oh, yeah, good answer. Now I just got to find it again because my chat jumped. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. Christy says she has never gotten a speeding ticket. I'm going to tell you what, that's worth the wand again. I cannot say that I've never gotten a speeding ticket.
You know, I don't think I've ever gotten a speeding ticket either. You know, I've been pulled over. You know, when I was a teenager, I got pulled over when I was staying with my oldest sister in Virginia Beach. I was like 17. I went to the mall with a friend and my stomach just wasn't feeling right. Before we left, I just got done eating a can of raviolis and I don't know what it was, but I'm looking at jeans in the mall with my friend and my stomach just started to feel like knots. I wasn't feeling like sick to my stomach, but it was just starting to knot up and I was just not feeling right, you know? And I'm like, you know what? I think I need to leave. And then, I remember why I got pulled over. It wasn't for speeding, but I guess I was driving funny or something. And I got pulled over for driving funny. And when the cop approached my car and was asking me a bunch of questions, I'm just like, I'm fine. My stomach just isn't feeling right. I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling right. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, blah,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
there. I'm like, oh my God, you know, like, but the thing was, I wasn't feeling sick to my stomach like I do when I normally have to heave-ho. So, like, it took me off guard. And the cop is just kind of like taking some steps back. And I'm like, oh my God, I just puked on a cop. I haven't even been drinking. Like, I don't
Oh my gosh.
I'll never forget it. Obviously he didn't want me to drive home. Luckily my friend drove for me. But yeah, it was just but yeah, it wasn't a speeding I was thinking maybe that one was a speeding ticket, but once I started talking and getting into the story, I'm like, wait, no, it's because I was driving weird. I think maybe I was swerving or something. But yeah, I was just really, really off that day. But I don't think I've ever gotten a speeding ticket. I've gotten pulled over for like a headlight being out and like things like that. But I don't think I've ever had a speeding ticket.
VJ, I have never drank the worm in the bottom of a tequila bottle either. And Pam is looking out for all of us. She says, y'all better be knocking on wood. All these people saying I've never.
You know what?
Hello,
I've never had the worm either because it's a bug. And when I was in my culinary arts class, okay, and we were in our like 4-hour cooking class, someone had made snails. And I was just about to try one, but someone had eaten one right before me and I was waiting right behind him. And he's like, ooh, it's kind of got a spongy texture. And I'm like, no, okay, no, I am not going to try this.
I'll take your word for it.
Spongy,
night,
no,
Shirley.
I'm sorry, I can't do spongy. And like that was literally the only thing that I would not try in my culinary arts class. I will not eat a bug. And I've had my instructor, my chef instructors, one of them gave me a ghost pepper and I popped that thing in my mouth and I chewed it up and swallow it when no one else was willing to. But a snail, nope, not eating a snail. Mm-mm. I don't care what they call it or what French term they apply to it. It's a bug and I'm not eating it.
So Shirley has left us. So thank you for coming, Shirley. Tiffany has come in. So welcome in, Tiffany.
Hello.
She says, I can't say I've never gotten a speeding ticket. In fact, I got my first speeding ticket within 2 months of getting my license. I got my first speeding ticket on the night before my wedding. I had drove from South Carolina to Florida to pick up my best friend from kindergarten, and we were trying to get back for rehearsal dinner. And we came off the interstate onto this backcountry road, and it literally went like 55, 45, 35. Just, it was like one of those speed trap zones. And I was still going 45 in the 35. But I did go to court, and the officer spoke on my behalf, and it got thrown out. So I don't know if it counted or not. But anyway, that was nice. The first one. It was nice. So he could clearly see my wedding dress on the back seat. He could see all my bridesmaids' dresses, and then all of our flowers were on like the back part of my back seat, you know, from the window. So it was clear we were going to somebody's wedding. But anyway. But
did you give him an invitation?
I did not. Sunita says, just one more day to get through. Have a great night, all. Good night, Sunita. Thank you so much for being here, love.
Take care, Sunita.
Miss Bonnie says, the first time I got a ticket for speeding, my 4-year-old granddaughter kept asking, Grammy, why is that police officer being a jerk? I was in my I was in my 50s when Rabat, I'm not sure what that 50s, I'm not sure what that is. But why is that officer being a jerk? Oh, out of the mouth of babes.
Right. Wow.
Christy says, hey, Shirley, loved your video. Yes, her traveling box of joy video. Ronell says, my one and only ticket was in 1978 for contest of speed. I was 18. Oh, wow. What a memory, huh? Thank you, VJ, for wishing Sunita hugs out. Christine says, I ate the worm. It was a dare, and I was way over my limit. So probably you didn't even taste it, right? Ronell says, I have not answered because that word never is a jinx for me, right? And Ivy says, hello, Ronell. I see you. I ate a squid. Ugh. I have had octopus before. Yeah.
I have had noodles made with squid ink that we did in our class. I've eaten all kinds of food.
Wow.
They were
Okay,
black noodles.
so we're coming to the close of our hour. VJ wants to know, Christine, how was it? Since you ate the worm, how was it? Oh, yes, I am curious. What about you, Trish, for her answer? Of course.
Not so much. Tequila is one of those things where if I just smell it, my stomach starts turning.
So the last time, or I guess it was a couple weeks ago, Tiffany says that she would never make it in a culinary class. Trish and I talked to you about bringing a crochet make-along every month. Christine says, I have no clue. Ha ha. I just know it went down because it came up the next morning. God bless you. Lori says, you just swallow. Don't chew the worm. Oh my gosh. PJ says, oh no, Christine. Oh. I would be the friend that would be there holding your hair up out of the way and saying, we'll not do this again. Oh, bless your heart, Christine. Oh. So as I was saying, we brought to you that we were going to be doing a monthly crochet along. And of course, Trish had a project and I had a project, and it was Team Trish, Team Cynthia. I wanted to be the one to apologize to everyone and be the one to tell you that I am going to have to pull out of that. I've had to really kind of make some, changes in my schedule and in my life in order to, get everything done. I'm not going to go into it, but all of y'all know the health and the medical journey that I've come out of, and how we are just praising the Lord that I'm able to actually physically get up and walk again. And with that, God has blessed me. And I've gone from having the inability to walk and no job to I now have 3 part-time jobs. And so with that being said, in order to adequately be giving everything my all and 100% with everything that I'm doing, and I'm ready to start back doing my Bible studies week to week. We discussed that last hour in Cup to Hook Conversations. There are a few things that I had to make changes. And so I want to say I'm sorry and apologize to anyone that, might have been Team Cynthia and doing the wrap. Please continue doing it. Please continue to send those pictures into Trish. But I am going to have to pull out of the make-alongs every month. It doesn't mean that I won't eventually jump in and grab one when a month allows for it, because that is definitely my intention and my goal. But in order for me to keep up with everything and to still realize that I still have physical limitations, I'm having to learn how to say a 2-letter word that is very hard for me, and it is no. And so I've even had to turn my boss down. I had to tell him no, that I didn't want to get licensed, and I've had to say no to more hours. So it's not just my channel. It's not just my regular day job, but other areas of my life I've had to say no. I've had a couple people who've asked me to do crochet alongs with them before Trish and I started, and I had to tell them no. One I told wait, maybe in July. That's probably not going to happen. So I'm having to learn how to say no. It's not easy, but it is rewarding when you do, and it's the right no. So always say yes to the right yeses and no to the wrong or the right no's. Anyway, so
And you
I'm
guys,
going to turn it over to
I'm
Trish.
okay with it. I want Cynthia to take care of herself and do what's best for her. And you know, it'll still be a make along. I'll still offer 2 choices every month. I'll try and make them as simple as possible so that you can get them done. And again, if you have any small channel suggestions, there's a lot of small channels out there that does tutorials. But I just can't always find them. So if you have any suggestions or if you have a favorite small channel, please, please email me. I do have my email in almost every description box or in the description box of almost every video I make. So yeah, I would love to hear your suggestions and I'm totally okay with it. You know, sometimes it is hard to say no. But I understand. So I hope everyone still participates and it's going to be a lot of fun. And anybody who's new, we basically just pick, you don't have to buy a book or a pattern or anything. I'm just going to pick a channel to highlight for the month, a YouTube channel, and I'll be picking 2 tutorials from that channel. And those will be what we're making. So as long as you can get on YouTube and watch tutorials, it's something that everybody can do regardless of their financial situation. So just to let you guys know, I hope everyone still participates though. And maybe next year me and Cynthia will do a make along and it'll be more feasible for her.
Yes. Because this time next year, I'll be a year on my feet instead of off my feet. So I will have things and I will be, well, I don't know about running because, I'm getting old, but I will definitely be moving with more balance and a lot more grace. And I don't know, my husband seems to be having fun with my penguin walk. And I'm like, hey, I'm just happy to be walking. So I don't care what you see from behind. So
that's the important thing.
My balance is always off and I'm always like, whoa, whoa, when I'm walking. So he calls me the penguin. Quack, quack, waddle, waddle. That's a duck. That's not a penguin. Margie says, Cynthia, you do what is best for you. That's what I'm doing. That is why I'm retiring when I am instead of continuing to work for another year or two. Absolutely. Yes, Lori, we must always take care of ourselves and our families first. What use is it to ourselves or the kingdom if we don't? Amen. Very, very true. Wanda says, that word has been the hardest for me to learn. There are still times when I can't say it, mainly when it comes to my job, right? Christine says, Cynthia, you take your time. The healing is long. I know I'm still healing from the neck. So I know you need the time. God has his hand on you always. And yet you still have, yes, he does. And your road is still going long, my friend. So I'm hoping that we can be a strength for you and encouragement for you. But I thank you for your own words of wisdom. And I thank everyone for being appreciative and understanding, especially Trish. I know that was probably the hardest person to even speak to because, I wanted so badly to do this with her. But I do have to make some changes. And like I said, this is not the only ones I've done on my channel. I've made some personal changes. As y'all all know, 2 weeks ago, I got kind of a not so good health report. And so I'm having to make some changes there. Yeah. So, and I've got some other things coming up that they want to approach so that I don't have to have the spine surgery again. Because my answer for that, I don't have any problem saying no, not doing it again. I'll do anything else. So I've got 3 new doctors I've got to go see for different specialists. in hopes of not doing the surgery again. So, yeah. So I've got to make time for physical therapy again. I've got to make time to drive an hour away for injections. And I've got to make time to drive an hour away to start seeing a nerve doctor. So there's some great concern about my nerves not waking up. So, but I'm learning you can walk and not have feeling in your legs. You just have to be very careful because when you fall down, it's not pretty. If you don't believe me, ask my poor phone. My poor phone is all cracked. It doesn't look so bad here, but it is. And it's cracked on the back. But yeah, my poor phone took the brunt of that last current fall.
You need to get an OtterBox.
Well, you know, Todd has something that goes around his, but it makes it so big and bulky and heavy. And I just like the lightweight daintiness of it. But anyway, I think y'all are probably going to cringe, but I'm probably honestly going to go find a flip phone. So something that is very, very small, because honestly, I don't use my phone like I used to. Back when I was working for the hospital in the emergency room, and when I was working for the hotel as a director of sales, running 2 hotels, my phone was my lifeline. And I am so proud and happy to say that it is no longer my lifeline. So I can actually put it down and walk away. I can put it on silent, which I do a lot when I go to work and then I forget to take it off. Yeah, that could not have ever happened. So Cynthia's been making a lot of changes, and I guess God put me down to slow me down. And I thank Mare, because she's one of the ones that pointed that out to me, that, you know, sometimes God has to put us down to slow us down. And that's okay, because I'm learning to smell the roses and learning to just take deep breaths. And yeah, not every minute of the day has to be filled with something.
True.
And so I'm learning that if I want to fill my minutes with something, then just sit down and crochet. But I don't have to fill it with a job or another task. I can just sit down and crochet. So that's what I'm trying to do, so that I can make it to retirement age. So, but anyway, I love it. Lori says they have a smart flip phone right now. I've seen those, Lori, and I love them. Have you seen those, Trish? And they're really tiny and they're so adorable. They're really cute. I've seen those. Absolutely, Christy. She says, prayers for you, my friend. It is hard to say no. I struggle because I'm a people pleaser. Me too. Me too. Tiffany says, just as you're behind us when we're in need, Miss Cynthia, we're behind you. Take care of yourself. Yes. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I really needed to hear that. It's been a big struggle. But I know that I had to make some changes, and I'm really happy. And so far, everything has transitioned smoothly. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Christine says, when that time comes, I'll Marco Polo Trish like I did after my neck surgery. She thought I was nuts, but I sent her a thumbs up to let her know it was good. I will do that again. Yes, please do, so she can keep us posted. All right. Mayor says, I don't think I've gotten a speeding ticket, but I've gotten stopped when I was younger. But cleavage and long legs saved me more than once. You go, girl. VJ says, Cynthia, you need a cane. It will stabilize you when you start to fall. VJ, I have one. But I put the wheelchair away. I put the walker away. And the cane is just kind of sitting in my room as a decoration right now. But you're right. I do need to be using it more often until I'm really ready. So you're right. It's not a joke. And you're right. So thank you for the accountability. All right. I know, Lori. I know. See, we need good friends like you to tell us what we need to hear and not what we want to hear. So she says, use it. Well, oh my gosh, Trish, this has been another great night. I've had fun. Oh my gosh. I feel really, really just revived and rejuvenated. Spending 2 hours with you guys. It's been incredibly great. And Trish, thank you for being here and sharing what's in your cup and on your hook. I told her this coming on. Love the sweater she's wearing. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's another one that she made, and it looks really good on her. So
It's shell stitch.
I love the shell stitch. But I'm gonna have to go back up and check that shawl they were talking about with the virus stitch and the V stitch. Oh my gosh, that sounds so exquisite. Everyone, Trish and I wish all of you a very happy and safe holiday. I'm going to let Trish say her goodbyes, and then I will wrap us up and we will be heading out. Christy says the young man, Dawson, that we have been praying for is doing so well, doing lots of vent weans, praying his body to wake up as well. Okay, Christy, I'm not familiar with that. So do you mind sharing a little bit real quick? The young man, Dawson, that we've been praying for is doing so well, doing lots of vent. I'm not sure what that is. Vent weans, praying his body to wake up as well.
Vent weans. Weaning him off at like a vent.
I'm sorry. She's telling me to use my cane, so she doesn't want me to fall. Is it Kelly becoming me? Oh gosh, I forgot. I can't remember your name. She says, replay for me. I arrived late. Oh, but we're so happy you're here. There's Amber. Safe holidays to y'all too. All right, Trish.
All right. Well, I suppose it's time to go. So I hope that if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to me and subscribe to Cynthia and do random acts of kindness. Learn to say no and know that it's good for you. Sometimes people don't want to hear it and they'll throw a fit, but take care of yourself first. And do random acts of kindness and be kind and compassionate to one another and take care of each other for the sake of humanity.
Absolutely. Thank you, Trish. Christy, I remember now. I'm so sorry. I'm telling y'all, I'm the best person to tell your secrets to because I'm not going to remember them. But I do remember this as you're saying and sharing this. She says he was in a baseball accident and is paralyzed from the chest down, and they're weaning him off the vents. So, oh my gosh, praise the Lord for that. But yes, we do need his body to wake up. Sorry. I'm going to definitely make sure I get this in my prayer journal. Okay. All right. Well, Trish and I do, he's 22. Okay.
Oh, wow. That's still so young.
Yes. Yes. And his name is Dawson. Tiffany says, have a great night and wonderful weekend to you all. Much love and loads of blessings. And VJ says, I keep my cane in the car in case my leg goes out while I'm out. My furniture is placed so I have something to grab when at home. Yes, same here, VJ, or the walls. You know, that's a great idea to leave it in my car because that's when I do find I do need it the most. That's a really good, excellent idea, VJ. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And you'll actually make my husband very happy. And she says, everyone have a blessed and safe weekend. Yes, everyone, please have a very happy Memorial weekend. Have fun, but be safe. A lot of people are going to be out doing silly, crazy things, and they're not going to necessarily be watching out for you. So definitely be alert, be aware, and enjoy your time. Hopefully everyone is off. And if you're not, be careful, be safe where you're at. Mr. Joyful and I both will be working Monday. I have the choice of being off, but since he's working, I'm going to go ahead and work so I don't have to try and make it up throughout the rest of the week. And we love y'all. Be joyful, stay crafty in your own way, make your own joyful creations, and above everything else, be humble and kind. We love you so much. We realize y'all could be anywhere else, but Trish and I thank you for being here with us. See you next week, same time, same place, except we'll be over at Trish's house.
That's right.
So glad to see her in front of her yarn wall. Absolutely, Christy. She is thanking us for prayers and wishing everyone a blessed weekend. All right. Good night, everyone. We love you.